We're sitting here in the kitchen at the moment, looking up at what we've done here after cleaning up from Christmas. It's back to normal here in the villa.
You can see the Valentine stuff out.
Yeah, in fact, just right back here.
And Mickey. So hello, everybody. Hello there.
Right back there, you saw a tape gun. Tape gun. I just finished packaging.
I got one other thing to show you.
Just finished packaging a package for someone that just won a prize. They won a prize from the New Year, New You Loop giveaway. So
Isn't this cute?
We're mailing it off. So yeah, Valentine Mickey's out.
We got him in 2017. We were actually at Disneyland on the Valentine's Day. He's as cute as a button. He has a little pants. His pants have little hearts on them. He has a little bow.
So how's everyone doing?
He has his little back and his thing. So yeah, we got this at Disneyland in Valentine's Day in 2017.
Hello, Carlos. Good evening. How you doing? Danny and Clay, how are you doing? Good to see you.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So yeah, we're just sitting here in the kitchen, kind of kicking back for just a second, catching our breaths after putting up greens and things in the up above the cabinets. So we've got
so much work.
Our grapevines are back instead of having the
so much work.
The greens and peppermint lights and all that. It takes a lot of work.
It does have.
Hey, look at that! Richard's in the house.
Hey, Richard.
Mr. the Orlando guy.
But yeah, our house is getting to be very, very, very normal.
Yeah.
We like Christmas, but I can say
Christmas is nice, but it is definitely ready. We're definitely ready to get back
to the world,
into the swing of things with the rest of the year. Let's see what happens now.
Oh, Mickey. Valentine's Day. We got until what? 3 weeks?
Yeah, about 3 weeks.
Oh.
About 3 weeks. It's my sister's birthday. So people that know Sherry, Valentine's Day is my sister's birthday.
So.
Hello, Donna Anderson Fall and Mike Wheeler. Great to see you.
I'm not ready for spring. I'm a winter kind of guy. I could do spring because I like spring, fall, and winter. Do not do summer. I hate everything about summer. Everything about summer. But
yeah, it gets too hot in summer. And people start to misbehave because the nights are long, or the days are long and nights are short.
And people who should be wearing clothes are not wearing clothes because it's too hot, and they should be wearing clothes.
Hey, Tony, Phantasmic Chronicles, how you doing? Good to see you.
So, we are going to talk about what happened on this day on January 20th, right?
It's January 20th. Tulip season in San Francisco is awesome.
Oh.
Yes, it is actually. You're right, Richard. It is. Oh. So anyway, it is January 20th. We are 340 days until Christmas.
We're still not. We have a tree, a ginormous tree, the biggest one of the tree, the biggest of the tree, two of them. One's gone.
The Disney tree is still in place.
Where is the Disney tree? Oh, the nostalgia was right.
Nostalgia's right back here.
That was the nostalgia
but
tree.
The Disney tree's there in the living room, and
that
one is...
will take a couple weeks.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we'll have it done by next weekend.
Well, yeah. Well, next week we might have a child.
We're losing a day, potentially. Countdown already. Yep, counting down already. Always counting down to Christmas. There's a possibility we might lose a day this next weekend because Megan is potentially going to be giving birth to her baby girl.
Yeah, so there's a child. Doug is definitely
not like Olaf. Olaf wants...
Oh, yeah. Summer. He loves summer.
And he loves warm hugs.
I love warm hugs, but I do not like summer. So it's just nasty.
So January 20th, 1936, they have started working on recording vocals, lines and things like for Snow White.
Yeah,
Snow White and Seven Dwarfs. This is pretty cool. Adriana Caselotti was the voice of Snow White, and it turns out, after doing research, I found out that her father was the vocal talent person that was hired by Disney to hire people for Snow White and Seven Dwarfs.
A little nepotism, but you know.
He hired his own daughter to do the voice of Snow White.
So they started in January of 36. So all of 36, all of 37, December of 37 is when the movie released. So technically, they started that movie and did everything.
They did almost everything in
2 years.
just a little over 2 years. They made that movie fast.
It's huge.
Walt meant business. And during the whole time, they also had the production company cranking out Mickey shorts and things. So, you know, that's a lot of work. What else did I have here? Oh, this was one. Let's move forward to 2003.
Wow, from 1936 to 2003 tells you what a busy January that was.
Yeah, and didn't you say she just passed away yesterday? Yeah, she passed away yesterday. 80 years old when she passed away.
The voice of Snow White?
Yeah, she was 80.
Okay.
Yeah. That's right, Mike. Very good.
Yeah. I wasn't paying attention.
2003. Here is a person who actually passed away on this day, but it's very significant. You want to go get that book?
I'll put Mickey away.
Yeah. There is a book out there that we have in our collection, and it is called Disneyland, The Nickel Tour. And that is a book that actually refers to all the postcards that were sold at Disneyland during the first 40 years of operation. So for part of the 40th anniversary, two guys that worked for Disney published a book for, I think it was either Hyperion or Disney Edition, something like that. Yeah, she did live a long life, Donna. She did. But a gentleman by the name of David Mumford, he wrote a book with Bruce Gordon, and they wrote several books, but this one in particular was,
Doug's gloves.
Doug needed his gloves. So Doug's gloves. This is a book by Bruce Gordon and David Mumford called Disneyland, The Nickel Tour. And it is an image of every postcard that was printed and sold at Disneyland during the first 40 years of adventures.
So this book. This is a first edition.
It is
now
a first.
Go eBay.
It's a first edition, and you'll find out how much that book actually costs now if you want a copy of it.
But just to give you some cool factor.
Yeah, there are some wonderful images of postcards from Disneyland. It's all that is.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
book,
you know what? It is a fantastic book.
It's you can only look at it with gloves.
Yeah.
It's with it, but has all the postcards of.
Hey, Monarch Moments.
So it's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful book. So,
But that book is quite valuable. If you,
Very,
if
very
you do a search on
valuable.
eBay, you'll see how much it is. But David Mumford was one of the authors of that book. On this day in 2003, he passed away. He was only 46 years old. He passed away of non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. But he started with the Disney Company in 1974 as a ride operator at Disneyland, working the submarine voyage. He worked his way up into Imagineering to the point where he was an Imagineering senior principal show set designer.
Insane.
He worked on Aladdin's Oasis at Disneyland. Lena, hello.
Hi.
Welcome. He worked on Aladdin's Oasis, Star Tours, Alice in Wonderland. He did a lot of work in Imagineering, but also these books specifically.
we have a blue one.
Yeah, there's a. It was
That's also shrink wrapped original.
A second edition.
This is the first.
That's the first edition.
The other one was second.
Yeah, second edition because it's an updated. It has more postcards.
Okay, so we have them both.
Yeah. But this is a quote from Dave Smith, who was the person in charge of the archives. It says, "I think I was the first person that David met at Disney back in the early 1970s. He came to visit the archives, and we became friends. I was deep in a project trying to watch every single Disney film, and in those days, they were only available on 16 millimeter. I had a projector at home, and David would frequently come over in the evenings to watch the films with me. Once each month, we would get together on a Sunday morning to tour the Rose Bowl swap meet. David's eagle eyes helped me spot many interesting things which we acquired for the Walt Disney Archives."
Junk stores, people, thrift stores, estate sales,
Yeah, definitely.
flea markets, and antique stores. You'll find so much vintage stuff.
But David Mumford.
Yeah, so good guy. We had to think about it, but hard to acquire, but it's a honey of a book.
It's a fantastic book. Yeah, so if you can get your hands on one, grab it. Disneyland, The Nickel Tour.
Yeah, it was this one in the blue room. We have first and second edition.
Did Mama Mouse join the stream? Hello there. Good to see you. Love that Disney didn't have an archivist from the beginning. It is amazing. That is amazing.
There is actually a story, and it is not an urban legend. When they were done with a lot of the movies in the 30s and 40s, they had so many of the cells that they would take the cells, throw them onto the ground, and do like a slip and slide in the hallways. And they did that on the movies when they were done because they didn't think they were going to do it. Well, they didn't clean with acetate because a lot of them, they reused it. So they would take the cells, clean them with acetate. And so it erased a lot of it.
Kind of like an acetone.
Acetone.
Like an acid of some type to clean off the ink.
And I did that when I was doing some animation. So you take the cells and you just wipe them all off and then it just wipes it away. So unfortunately, there is still some cells but you have to really watch it. They're not pretty much inexistent because they either reuse them or they got pretty much trashed.
Hey, Samantha.
But that's a true story.
Yeah. Couple things happened on this day in 2005 at Walt Disney World. One, they announced that River Country would never open again. It was closed permanently. That was in 2005.
Oh, that's right.
Also in 2005, they were in the midst of construction at Animal Kingdom for Expedition Everest, and they topped off the mountain on this day.
Oh, yeah, Disco Eddie. Yeti.
Disco Yeti.
So yeah, that was in 2005. They topped
That was
it off?
2005, and then in 2006,
They opened it in May.
if you watched my or if you saw my Instagram or Twitter, you saw the thumbnail for this video, you saw the cast of High School Musical. And it was on this day in 2006 that High School Musical premiered on the Disney Channel. They actually had 7.7 million watchers. That's a lot of people watching that movie. And I'll be honest, I was not one of the 7.7 million.
I thought it was the late 90s or early odd decade that the High School Musical thing happened.
I've never seen High School Musical.
No.
Neither has Doug. It totally missed us. We just weren't, I guess, we weren't the...
We're all together.
We're all in this together. Yep.
What?
That's the song from the musical.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I know some of the stuff because of the High School Musical show that they did at California Adventure. It would wheel into Paradise Pier and then wheel away. And
Yeah.
so it's one of those things, I've got to watch it sometime. I just have never seen it. So, yeah. High School Musical premiered on this day in 2006.
Amazing.
And then I just mentioned that the Disney Dream had been christened on this day in 2011, yesterday on 2011. On this day, though, in 2012, the Disney Fantasy left the shipyard in Germany on its way to across the sea to Disney Cruise Line's headquarters in Port Canaveral.
Still haven't been on those classic ships.
Yeah.
But they're cool, so we could talk about that tonight. So if you want to hear more about Disney cruising, follow us tonight. That's where we're going live with some really cruising experts.
Yeah, exactly. We'll get to that in just a bit. Tonight, or rather, on this day 3 years ago, though, the Main Street Electrical Parade premiered at Disneyland after being gone since 1996.
Wow.
At Disney on Main Street. So it took them 21 years to have the Main Street Electrical Parade return to Disneyland proper. It had run in 2001, almost immediately after the gates opened at California Adventure to help garner people through the gates. They wanted people through the gates, so they did it. We have a Disney cruise booked in December. Oh, fantastic, Lena.
Ooh.
Yeah, we have friends that we're going to be interviewing tonight that have that too.
No, I'm not glad, but that's
Are we
okay.
glad that the 49ers won? Noah, I'll be honest, no, not really. But we're not really football fans. The longboat soon to make another run. I love
The
that.
Love
The
Boat.
love boat.
Yeah, he's Eddie. We're the
Soon
same
we'll
age.
be making another run.
We're gonna get dinged now. No singing, but yeah. So what are we gonna do tonight
Okay.
after we have dinner?
Actually, first, I'd like to thank our support channels. You've seen Richard here in the stream, Mr. Orlando. The Orlando guy is one of our support channels. So are Two Real Geeks, D&G Explorers, and Rob Fuzz. They are our 4 support channels. They're always helpful. Anytime we need some help with anything, they're right there to help us. So we're very appreciative of them. Tonight, though, on PTV Live at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific. We are going to be hashtag sing it, Arnie.
No,
I
no
will
singing.
sing. I promise I will sing sometime. Just have to write some music or do something of our own. All the cool kids.
The cool kids.
So tonight we're going to be on with D&G Explorers, and of course Ben will be joining us, and we have some very special guests, Will and Victoria
Rogers.
of Arizona. They are some of our dearest friends, dearest Disney friends at that. We met
18-year relationship.
We met 18 years ago, New Year's Eve, sitting in front of Sleeping Beauty Castle. Doug turned on his fiber optic jacket, turned around, faced the castle so that everyone could see his jacket. Within 30 seconds, Will had jumped up and said, "You have to sit with us."
So literally the jacket got me friends because I'm not popular.
It's true.
Literally my clothes got me friends.
It's true. That is exactly how that happened.
Yep. We talk about that story ad nauseum. For 18 years, we talk about this story.
We may mention it again tonight during the stream, but Will and Victoria Rogers will be joining us tonight.
Yeah.
As we discuss, it's going to be Disney Cruise Line chat. So join us as we talk about Disney Cruise Line. Ben told me, I don't have much to offer because I haven't been on a cruise. And I thought, no, you are the perfect person because you can ask questions of us all. Figured that's the best way to do it. December 31st, 2001. That was it. That's when we were there 18 years ago. Yeah.
We met him.
And we've been great friends ever since.
About 10, 11 o'clock at night on the 31st.
No, even before that, because we got there before the fireworks at 9 o'clock. We were there.
Okay, yeah.
We met them between 7:30 and 8.
And then we met them every single New Year's since 2001, all the way up until, I think, 2007.
2008.
No, 2008.
They were there.
Oh, they were there, but
We ended up having dinner, or rather kind of a champagne toast at Club 33.
we had celebrated New Year's Eve at Club 33 with a champagne toast on New Year's Eve in 2008. So that's another story. And we're not bragging. But yes, we are. So we didn't celebrate New Year's Eve with them, but every single New Year's for
seven straight years we
we
celebrated.
met up.
Yeah.
And we would sit in the hub and celebrate New Year's Eve at Disneyland.
Yeah, Richard.
Gets Club 33.
Jeez. Club 33.
Yeah.
Yeah, the club. So anyway, tonight, so jelly. Danny, I'd brag about it if I could.
Well, it just sounds braggy, but you know.
Anyway, tonight on PTV Live, we're going to be discussing the cruise line. Even before that, we've got Mickey sightings at 7 p.m. Steve's World, he's going to be doing a trip recap at 8. Don't know what Meg is going to be doing at 9 p.m., but Mickey's Magic will be going on at 9 tonight as well. And then following all that, we have ours, 10 p.m. PTV Live with our friends. So everyone, come join us tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific, as we celebrate Disney Cruise Line and our friends Will and Victoria Rogers. So in the meantime, everyone, I think we should get back to work.
Yeah, I got a kitchen to clean.
He's going to clean the kitchen. I've got some other stuff to straighten up in another room. But we're very close to having everything done except
If we
for
could
the
just
one
get
Disney tree.
a few of these things put away. And then we just have the Disney tree and that can go. It's its own organism.
Yeah.
But
That's it. But everyone, thank you for joining us for this edition of the Daily Dose. Appreciate it. And thank you, Richard. Thank you so much.
But some of our Christmas decorations, like that right there, you can't really see.
Oh, and by the way, Ben is going to be wearing a t-shirt tonight. It's his I Want My PTV shirt. So,
really?
Yeah, he'll be modeling that tonight so you can see what they look like. And you'll probably want to order one as soon as that happens. We also have mugs, hats, and bags. So definitely join us tonight for PTV Live at 10 p.m. Eastern.
Okay.
We'll see you later, everyone. Have a magical evening and have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow.
Bye-bye now.
We'll see you tomorrow for another edition of the Daily Dose of Disney.
Namaste.
Bye, everyone.